Does dirty hair help natural hair grow faster? Fair ill, that's disgusting. And you see your hair has never grown any faster. Since some of you guys are very stuck in your beliefs, and this is a myth that has been passed down from generation to generation in the African American community, I wanted to try and debunk a myth. So I have Google here with me now. Everybody say hi to Google, okay? All right, calm down. That's enough applause. We all love Google, but that's enough. It's still my show. And I went ahead and Googled, oh gosh, I actually, yeah, I spelled does wrong. I'll show you guys. Hold on. Yeah, I definitely spelled does wrong. But anyways, let me go ahead and read to you what Google pulled up. It says all hair grows on an average of 1/4 to 1/2 inch per month. That is honestly, hold on, do I have lipstick on my teeth? That is a fact within itself that people really need to understand. All hair grows on average of 1/4 to 1/2 of an inch per month, dirty or clean, okay? Because your hair is washed less often does not mean it is dirty. While your hair routine may include less frequent shampooing, dirty hair should never be your objective. The truth is that dirty hair doesn't grow any faster than clean hair. That is just Google's interpretation of this myth that the African American community has always had. But I actually want to dump in my 2 cents, okay? And I did it in a previous video, but I actually wanted to make a separate video for anybody else who didn't get a chance to see that video. I'll link it above so you can check it out. That is not what the entire video is about. It was literally about how protective styles help natural kinky coarse hair grow. Okay, that's the title of that video. I'll link it above so you can watch it. However, the point in that video that was dealing with does dirty hair, you know, help natural hair grow, that point I really kind of touched on, but let's get into the nitty-gritty, okay? So for those of you who don't know, this theory typically comes from your old school African American family members, okay? It comes from the old heads who just notice if you keep your hair in braids and you don't touch the braids and you don't really wash or do anything, you kind of just let time go on with a protective style, that once you do go ahead and take the braids out after a month of not touching them whatsoever, you have a bit of hair growth. And a lot of people have noticed if you continue that same cycle throughout the year, you will have tons of hair growth. Now, a lot of people attribute that success to just not washing your hair, like the simplest form to just not washing your hair, instead of attributing that success to specifically wearing the protective styles. Now, I can see where this got kind of jumbled up, okay? Because back when the old heads kind of started harping on, you know, dirt makes hair grow faster, the natural hair YouTube movement wasn't around. And since the natural hair movement the natural hair YouTube movement was not around, hence protective styling was not necessarily around. And I don't mean protective styling in the sense of braids and box braids didn't exist. I mean just the language of protective styling. When you want to look and kind of attribute the success, I think a lot of the old heads just went ahead and jumped onto the dirt. It must be something in the dirt, combination with the dirt touching the scalp is getting, you know, tingled by the dirt. I don't know really the specifics, because it's still kind of weird to me to this day to think that dirt could make hair grow. Now, that is what the theory is. Now, I've already showed you what Google's definition is. Let me kind of tell you mine. Now, if you already watched that previous video, you would pretty much know my stance, but I'm just diving into it a little bit deeper. Now, it is not necessarily the dirt that makes your hair grow. It is the protective style, okay? Now, follow me. Let's say it's the month of January, right? You go ahead and you install some box braids. Now, the goal is always to try and keep these expensive box braids in your head for as long as possible, okay? Realistically, you should probably only keep box braids in for 2 weeks, but you know how African Americans are. We're gonna try and stretch it for a month. Now, some people don't like to wash their box braids because it creates a lot of fuzziness. You know, your roots lift. Any short strands that you have will kind of come out from the braid. And so washing it just kind of degrades the quality of the hair. Keeps it clean, but degrades the sleekness of the style. So people tend to just kind of skip out on washing any of their protective styles, usually that deal with braids or twists or anything. So along with keeping it in for a month, along with not washing it, you're not touching it. You're not looking at your length because obviously you have a protective style in. You're not really worried about your hair. You're going on about your day. You're just not worried. You're not bothered at all. The only time you see the length of your hair is, of course, when you finally take the style down. Now, if your hair only grows 1/4 to 1/2 of an inch, no matter whether you washed your hair or not, your hair was going to grow that 1/4 or 1/2 an inch, regardless of what you did, regardless of whether it was dirty or not. Washing your hair does not really keep your hair long, okay? Like the water touching your scalp doesn't do anything to tinglify it and stimulate hair growth. It doesn't do any of that. The body is really simple, okay? If we needed outside products in order to have long hair, I guarantee you back in those ancient times where people weren't really bathing 3 and 4 times a day, people would not have any hair, okay? Like they would not have hair down their backs. But if you look at ancient civilizations, they do have hair for the most part. So it is something to be said that hair is going to grow regardless. Now, where people get a little bit mixed up on hair growth is the simple fact that in today's day and time, we are so obsessed about the beauty standard, the European or Western beauty standard of having long hair, that we watch our hair growth at least every day, okay? I've noticed some of you guys are super into watching your hair growth every month, every 2 weeks, every time you take down a style. You are constantly watching your hair to see, has it grown an inch? And it's not even like a realistic amount. You guys will wait every 2 weeks just to see if your hair has grown an inch. An inch is a lot, okay? A lot of hair growth. And I even read to you guys the statistics. Your hair is not going to grow an inch within a month. It's going to grow anywhere between 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 of an inch. A lot of you guys will leave your protective styles in for dumb, stupid long, okay? Like 1 to 2 months, okay? So all of that accumulated hair growth in the protective style, which is attributed to you not watching your hair grow, you not looking at your new growth, and you not taking the style down and really seeing the overall product. And on top of that, when you look at, does dirt make your hair grow? Look at the entire picture. If your hair is lackluster because there's dirt and grime caked up on it, it's gonna pretty much look unmoisturized, greasy, or in a bad shape, okay? It's not gonna be in top-notch sexiness, okay? So when you finally take the style out and you finally wash your hair, you feel like a brand new bitch. You know what I mean? You feel brand new. Your hair looks brand new. You haven't seen her in maybe a month or 2. You kind of forgot how long your hair was. And now you're washing it, prepping her, getting her all sexy, and you guys are back at it again after 1 or 2 months. Things look a little bit different, right? So when you add in the myth that dirt makes hair grow faster, let's look at the overall picture. You haven't seen your hair in about 1 or 2 months. So your hair is very much lackluster. It has dirt, grime, everything caked up on that new growth. Things are really just not looking prep and prime. So when you finally take out your protective style, you give her a wash and she starts, you know, dazzling and looking all fly and stuff, and you have completely forgot how long your hair was 1 or 2 months ago. Things can really look different, okay? So I think that's where people look at the dirt and they go, okay, well, it's the dirt that makes the hair grow. Mind you, like I said, we did not necessarily have the language that we have now with the YouTube community and natural hair, so you couldn't really look and go, okay, what was the protective style? It was the braids. Some people I'm not saying everybody in the African American community did this, because some people will definitely tell you, yeah, braids make my hair grow faster, or braids make my hair grow. Okay, those are the rational, side. But then you have kind of the other side that was just like, no, it's the dirt. It's the dirt that makes the hair grow. No, it's really the protective style. It's really your frame of mind. If you can look at yourself and go, you know what? I'm going to put in a protective style. I'm going to put in braids, and I'm not going to touch my hair. I'm not going to look at it. I'm not going to worry about any growth. I'm going to leave this style in for a month, and then when I come back, then I'm going to worry about growth, okay? That means you're going an entire month without breaking any hair off. Your hands are not in your hair. You're not touching or destroying anything. You're not moisturizing it to a point where either you're overly moisturizing it, overly doing protein treatments, overly doing the most, or maybe you're not moisturizing it. You're not doing anything. You're breaking off your hair, detangling unmoisturized hair. Like, it could be anything that can go wrong when you are doing constant manipulation. Now, if you do not know what a protective style is, like I said, I did link that video. I'll have it in the description box below. I tell you everything about what a protective style is, what it can do for your hair growth journey. I give you all of that, because all hair growth, a majority of the time, can be attributed to protective styles, and it's just in the simplest form. So you'll have hair growth in other ways where, okay, maybe you're great at just detangling and not breaking off your hair, and that's how you grow hair, because growing hair really equals retaining length. So if you can do anything to protect the ends of your hair is going to appear longer. I say appear because your hair is going to grow regardless. But where some people's hair tends to be shorter than others is others know how to properly detangle. Others know how to retain length. You don't. So you don't retain length. Your hair breaks off on the ends, and your ends are your bread and butter. So many people are worried about the scalp and what's up here and how fast new growth is coming, but they don't care anything about the hair that's on the ends, okay? When you want to get waist length hair, what hair is on your waist? It's the oldest part. Like this right here, I need to take care of this. This is what I need to take care of in order to get her all the way down my back. Because if I don't take care of this and I keep breaking this off, it doesn't matter how much grows from my scalp. If this keeps breaking off, I'm never going to make it to waist length. Do you kind of see what I'm talking about here? You have to take care of this. This is what gives you your length, okay? Not the dirt, okay? Not any weird scalp tricks. None of that, okay? What gets you growth is what you already have. And if you keep on breaking off what you already have, it doesn't matter how dirty you let your hair get. Your hair is never going to get down your back. And I even say this while having extremely dirty hair, okay? Like, look at this. This is a twist out that I've probably had in for 2 weeks. Okay, my hair gets dirty really fast because I don't just put in twist and then go on about my day. I wake up maybe every two days or so and I re-wet her. I re-put in my oils. So she gets dirty pretty fast. And since my hair kind of has fine, thin strands, but mind you, the density on my head, I have like a lot of hair. So it always appears that I have super, super thick hair because I just have a lot of hair. However, my twists will shrink up in size. They'll get nice and dirty and gross. I'll have like a few single strand knots on the ends just because twists don't really treat my hair the best. But yeah, this is dirty. And I guarantee you, when I go to take these twists out and I wash my hair up and I get her looking nice and juicy, it's going to appear that my hair, you know, has grown a little bit, just because I don't remember how long my hair was before I put in these twists 2 weeks ago. I'm horribly lazy and I don't have good memory, so I ain't gonna remember that. So by the time I actually wash this and take it down and all of that, I'm gonna feel like a new bitch, okay? I'm gonna feel like these twists really did something to bring out some hair growth. I'm gonna really be feeling good about myself. And if I was to take this down and reinstall it for another 2 weeks, and I was to continue continue to do that and let it get to this dirty state, I could definitely say that the protective style is what's keeping my hair protected and keeping my hair on a great stance for growth, okay? Not the dirt. Okay, I could wash these twists, I could do whatever I want to keep these twists super clean. And what's really going to attribute to the growth is the fact that my hair is going to grow regardless, the fact that I'm actually taking advantage of wearing protective styles. That's what's going to attribute to the growth. Okay, I really hope all of this makes sense. And again, I explained the myth of does dirt make your hair grow in kind of a different way, but it's still the same way in that protective style video that I linked in the description box. So if something felt kind of off in this video, definitely go to my protective style video and watch that piece that I have on does dirt make your hair grow, because I was on it. Okay, I was on it when I was explaining that. And then if you still don't get it at that point, definitely leave a comment on either video and I will get back to you and answer your questions clearly. Okay, now you cannot wash your protective style if you want to. Don't really care. Like I said, it's been 2 weeks, haven't washed this at all, but I am highly aware that it's not the dirt that's about to make my hair grow. It's the fact that biologically my hair is going to grow regardless of what I do to it. Okay, so I'm not about to try and make my hair as dirty as possible thinking that it's the dirt that stimulates hair growth. No, girl, we are made to grow 1/4 to 1/2 of an inch of hair. Okay, all right, so definitely comment in the comment section whether you agree with me or whether you don't. I love the discussion, I really do. And if you don't feel like talking to me and you want to talk to, you know, the other subscribers, definitely get into conversations with each other. Okay, I really love seeing what you guys' frame of mind are on some of these topics. Okay, some of you guys have really good points, some of you guys are really confused, and so if I can help you, if anybody else in the comment section can help you, I really want to help. So if you have a question, no matter how weird you think it is, definitely comment it below. Anybody who's rude, I do my best to just try and block them or hide them from the channel. So don't even get nervous if you feel like you about to get called out or some crazy junk, because I will remove the comment and you can ask me privately on Instagram at CHAZZZ-A-LATTE or whatever. Okay, but definitely I want to get more open discussions. Okay, so please make that happen in the comment section below, and thumbs up this video, and don't forget to click that subscribe button if you made it to the end of this insanely long video, because at this point we're friends. We are. And I will see you guys in my next video. Peace out.